So there's no evidence at any point that the Prophet appointed other than Ali ibn Abi Talib as the caliph. But Ghadeer was important. See, even the setting of where Ghadeer took place. Do you know where Ghadeer was? It was a place where people would gather. Why? Because it was a pond. It's where all the rainwater was collected. Number two, the area was like an arena. Okay, so the acoustics there were good too. Did you know that? So if you wanted to talk, the sound would spread. Okay, so there's the Prophet, tells them to put up all their saddles and their mounts, and the Prophet gets up and stands on them. And he gives a long sermon. And amazingly, the sermon has more reference to Imam al-Mahdi than it has to Imam Ali. Did you know that? The reference in the sermon of Ghadeer has more reference to the final Imam than it has to Amir al-Mu'mineen. Because it's all about this, the grand haq, the justice coming on earth. And then he mentions to the people, Alastu awla minkum. Am I not? Let them all know. Awla, do I have more right? Do I not have more right over you than you have over yourself? Alastu awla minkum min anfusikum. And they said, Bala ya Rasulullah. The Quran says this. And then he said, Man kuntu mawla, fahada aliyum. Whoever I have this total absolute authority over, now this absolute authority is Ali's. And when this is the sound. Now let's take a look at the vision, because a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. The vision obviously tells you of how hot the place was. Why? Because in the narration it says when he grabs the hand of Amir al-Mu'mineen and raises it, the narration says he doesn't, this is the strength of the Prophet. He doesn't only raise the hand, the narration says he lifts Amir al-Mu'mineen. They say till his feet are at the height of the knee of the Prophet. Did you know that? He lifts him. So he's holding him up. It says to you see the whiteness of their armpits, because you could tell that in some of the people even put their you know how you have your rida that you have above on the top covering. It was that hot. Some people put it under their feet to stand. Some people covered their heads. This is how hot it was. But then when they lift their hands, you could see their armpits. So he's raising the Imam's hand. So it's not just any Ali. It's not Ali from down the road. You know, it's not Ali next door. It's this Ali. The same Ali that won in Badr. The same Ali that won in Uhud. The same Ali that won in Khandaq, Khaybar, Hunayn. The same Ali. The same Ali I married to my daughter. The same Ali that is the door of knowledge to Rasulullah. The same Ali that is in the position of Harun was to Musa. The same Ali that slept in my bed when I had to move from Mecca to Mina to give me that security. This is the same Ali. I'm holding up his hand, and all the believers came, and all the companions, even the munafiqs came, and they gave allegiance to this Ali. So it was cemented. It was a historical event that is documented, that is sahih. There is no ambiguity. There is no doubt on this day. This is the relevance of this day. No one could turn around and say today didn't happen.
But the interesting